Teaspoons of bitter. Ella Donovan has worked very hard to be in control of her own life, with a major move to a new city and a dream job as an art therapist working with teen addicts. Little does she know, a fateful phone call is about to drag her down a rabbit hole of unfinished business and family secrets. Ella? This you, Ella? Huh, sorry, Ella mumbled into the phone. Her clock read 5:15 a.m. Been through hail and high water trying to reach you. Don't you return your messages? Annie Mary Jane? What's wrong? Thought you was coming for a visit. Yeah, but we're short on counselors. No excuses. Your grandma's getting worse. Ella? Ella, say something. Is she in pain? That a joke or something? Listen here, kiddo. The cancer won. Gotta let her go. Let her go? Gotta let her die. Let her die? Time to grow up, Ella. You need to come home now. You gotta both say your goodbyes. Now, no, I just got my job. I just moved into my own place. I'm still unpacking. No backtalk. She's your blood. She's your grandmother. Time to forgive and forget. Me saying goodbye is not going to change the past or fix anything between us. She's family. Damn it, Ella. I'm happy now. I don't want to dredge all this up. Shame, shame, shame on you, Ella Donovan, with all your psychology learning and the work you do. Can't see the forest for the trees. It's a done deal. Talk to your boss, Lou, what's her name? Anyway, stop over to her office before you leave. Your grandma's in Blackbird City, Four Seasons Hospice. Ella loaded her suitcase reluctantly into the car. The heavy scent of blooming magnolias hung thickly in the air. She sat for a minute at the end of her driveway, trying to hang on to the picture. It had just rained, and little rays of sunlight glistened through the canopy of old oaks that sheltered her quiet, Victorian-style neighborhood. A woman walked her dog along the cobblestone street. A variety of ducks bobbed on the wide, lazy river nearby. Across the river, edges of the city skyline were lightly embossed into the foggy brume. Tomorrow she would be in Minnesota. If it hadn't already started snowing, the entire countryside would be a dull, flat monochrome of browns and grays. 2 teaspoons of bitter for every teaspoon of sweet. Just like Mary Jane always said to her when she was growing up, like it was fate or a curse or something she carried in her blood. One minute life could be waxing along as sweet as the cherry limeades that Ty had left on her desk every day for weeks, trying to win her attention. And the next, kiss the wrong guy or get a phone call at the crack of dawn, and it could all turn bitter. Like having to grow up with Grandma, her Old Crow whiskey and all her demons, and that mean little trailer on the other side of the railroad tracks. Like her mother and father dying in a car accident. 2 teaspoons of bitter for every teaspoon of sweet. It's the way it is. Just accept it. She arrived at work, hurrying through the lobby to Miss Lou's office. She numbly responded to staff members offering condolences for her dying grandmother. If corporations could ever get in control of Southern word of mouth, they'd save millions in advertising. And good morning to you, Miss Donovan, Miss Lou said, furiously rubbing at the pink frosted nails with the cotton ball. Sorry. Good morning, Miss Lou. Finally, learning some manners. Ella fought the urge to roll her eyes, a habit she'd gotten into from hanging around Joe. Lou set her task aside and studied Ella for a moment. Had a very interesting phone call last night. Yes, I know. I told you my grandmother was dead, but there are things I just didn't want to talk about. Want to talk about them now? Rather not. Very well. You have not been employed long enough to earn family leave time, but I requested it anyway. It was approved. Sign this form. She handed Ella some papers. I'm not going, Lou. I can't just leave my clients. Lou leaned back in her chair and narrowed her eyes. What's your mama's name? Mama? Your grandmama. What's her name? Monty. Unusual name. It's a nickname. I don't know. Means Montana, where she was born. Montana. Don't know her Christian name? Yes, I do. And why? Well, of course, I want to add her to the prayer chain at church. Lila Piercy. And how you spell that? Ella spelled it out as Lou copied it onto a pad. She saved. Sorry? I'll take that as a no. Catholic as far as I know. Why? Catholic. You Catholic too? Lou, I can't do this right now. Of course, but maybe when you return, you'll join us downtown. We have a very nice Sunday brunch and some very nice men in the singles club, now that you and Mr. Riley. Geez, does everybody know? Yes, sugar, everybody knows, and you're not the first nor the last notch on his bedpost. She smiled. Bless your heart. Nothing broken. Just a few feathers ruffled, I trust. Ella tried to shrug off the hot flush of shame. You do know he's engaged to. I am not going to Minnesota, Ella interrupted and stood up to leave. Ms. Donovan, sit down. Ella sat. Whatever inspired you to bold-faced lie to me about your mamaw is really none of my concern, but lie you did, and that tells me there's a lot of unfinished business back home. I've seen this time and time again, and I don't want you crying in my office in 6 months and needing time off or a bed in rehab or threatening suicide because you didn't deal with your mamaw. Go, say goodbye, forgive, and you'll be forgiven in Jesus Christ's name. Now sign this and get out of here. Ella signed the form, her hand shaking. And one more thing. What's that? Mr. Michael James Mahoney is not available as a notch on your bedpost. Ella looked at her incredulously. That's all, Miss Donovan? Ella floated across campus, fuming inside. Lou was making it impossible for her to succeed at her new job. Is that what she wanted all along? As she passed by the Genesis exercise yard, a client in his bright blue jumpsuit bounced and pitched a basketball into the hoop. It was Algernon. She stopped to watch, wondering if her leaving might instigate him to go AWOL again. He saw her and walked up to the fence. Yo, Buffy, what's up? Out trying to save the world? Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. Unfortunately, we'll miss our sessions this week. Where are you going? It's my grandmother. She's dying. I'm going home to say goodbye. A wave of unwanted emotion washed over her. Whatever. Just do me a favor, please, Algernon. Maybe. Promise me you'll be here when I get back. Well, if you're going to turn on the waterworks. What do you mean? I'm not a crier. And you're not sad? Your eyes are just leaking? I'm not. She brushed the wet from her cheeks. Yeah, Begs the question, though, doesn't it? Why am I on this side of the fence when you need to get fixed worse than me? See you when I get back. Ain't going nowhere. Be careful up there around all them white people. He ran to a far corner of the court, aimed and shot the ball towards the hoop. It dropped through effortlessly.